Oh, morning, Mr. Garstang. I've opened a file with a photo of all the girls on our books.
Both the girls, you mean?
I've arranged them in alphabetical order.
You managed to arrange 2 girls in alphabetical order? Who says the education system's breaking down?
And this file is a record of all the clients who employ our girls, with any comments or criticisms, etc., etc., etc.
Never use 3 etceteras when one will do, Brian. It's against government policy. The power might collapse. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah, of course I do. No.
I was being bitter and sarcastic, Brian. Why? Because I'm fed up. Why am I fed up? Because we've only got 2 girls and we've got no bookings.
Well, it's early days, Mr. Garstang. The enquiries will start pouring in before long. That'll be Shell International now.
Glam Girl Limited. Ernest Garstang speaking. Glam Girl Limited.
Was it Shell International?
Sounded more like British Leyland. They were ringing from a call box and couldn't find the money. What worries me is we're going to lose the girls we've got if we don't find work for them.
Well, I think they'll hang on a bit if they become firm friends. That's why Debbie and I have invited Veronica and her new fella round for drinks tonight.
Oh, good thinking. How's sharing a flat on a platonic basis with Debbie working out?
Oh, smashing. To me, Debbie's no different from any other boy with smashing legs and a big bust.
See, you're not missing your mother?
Oh, Anna Anna's like. You know, it's not much fun spending 22 years feeling guilty that you aren't a girl. You know, my mum wouldn't speak to me for a whole week when I refused to shave my armpits.
Come in.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Meredith, Casablanca Club.
Oh, of course. You're practically my neighbour. Well, do sit down, Mr. Meredith.
Meredith. A new farm, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Brian was round your club the other night looking for girls for our books.
Yes, I remember.
Good talent scout is our Brian. Knocks old Cluffy into a cocked hat. Gary Birtles, you want to see some of our girls? Make a cup of coffee for our client, would you, Brian?
Oh, thank you very much. Now, I tell you why I've called. We are going through an inexplicable bad patch at the Casablanca Club. Nothing serious, mind. It's just that the Western world is gorging itself on alcohol and sex, and we aren't getting our share.
Of alcohol or sex?
Oh, no. The customers, the punters, Joe Public. Now, I wondered if you could provide me with someone to go around our suburbs with a sandwich board and advertise the Casablanca Club, do you see?
You want a sandwich man?
I want a sandwich woman.
Ah, well, these days we do have to call them sandwich persons.
Well, I want a sexy, attractive, buxom, scantily clad sandwich person.
Splendid. Well, let's see who we have available at the moment. Yes. Now, this is Debbie. 24 years old, a very nice, attractive girl, Mr. Meredith. Very sexy.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, dear.
You like her, I can tell.
How can you tell?
You didn't bother to correct me when I called you Meredith.
Oh, Meredith. Next, please.
Now, this is Veronica. A little older, but a nice girl.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Next, please. That's Debbie again.
No, it's a twin sister. If you look carefully, you'll see that the left eye is slightly darker than the one on the right. With Debbie, it's the right one that's slightly darker than the one on the left.
Let me see Debbie again. No, it's the same girl both times, do you see?
Oh, all right. Look, the thing is, I've only got 2 girls at the moment. I could fill my books with scrubbers and old boilers, but that's not the Ernest Garstang way. Quality before quantity, that's my motto.
I didn't bring you one.
Thank you, you're a considerate lad.
Oh. Does he always not bring you a coffee?
4 times a day. He's a good man. Right then, who's it to be? Debbie, nice, young, sexy.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, dear.
Or Veronica, a little more mature, a little classier.
Yes, indeed. Now, I'll plump for Debbie, isn't it?
Well, excellent. I'll work out how much we charge for sandwich people, and I'll let you know.
Fine. Well, if she could start on Monday at 10.
Yes, indeed.
We're only just round the corner. Why not pop in sometime and have a meal? Our chef does quite a passable rump steak when he's sober.
I thought you'd arranged these in alphabetical order.
I did.
only 2 girls' names and you got them wrong. You put Wilkinson before Hazlitt.
Well, I put Debbie before Veronica.
This is a business, not a social club. We use surnames. You'll have to do the whole thing over again.
I only made one mistake.
Do you like me dressed?
Yeah? I hope Veronica doesn't mind that you've got a job before her.
Well, she won't have to. I mean, it had to be one of us.
Yeah, but let's face it, she's getting on a bit. She's 34. She's bound to start wondering if she's past it.
Don't you think I look lovely?
Yeah. We've got to find a job for her. We don't want her getting discouraged.
Do you plan to think about work all the time, Brian?
Well, only till we're fully established.
Doesn't me body excite you?
For about a year.
What?
Only till Mr. Garstan can say, we are now fully established as a going concern, thanks in no small part to your efforts, Brian. And so I'm going to make you a full and equal partner.
Don't I attract you physically at all?
Of course you don't, you're my flatmate.
Well, not that flatmate.
If you were a bloke, I wouldn't be excited by your body. And we're supposed to be living together like 2 blokes. Therefore, I am not excited by your body.
Well, why do we always have to be like 2 blokes? I mean, why can't we ever be like 2 girls?
All right, we're like 2 girls then.
You're very flat-chested.
I've got hairy legs and all. I'm extremely unattractive. I'm an hacky boiler.
Well, not to me. I've decided to be a bloke again, and I like girls with flat chests and hairy legs.
You know, but this is a silly conversation.
Oh, OK. We're 2 blokes sharing a flat. I'm gay, though.
Oh, shut your face, Debbie. This sharing a flat won't work if you keep manking about.
Oh, I know that, really. I mean, I don't really want you to do anything or anything. It's just that I don't want it to seem quite so easy for you not to. I want you to want me to want you, even though I don't. I want you to answer the door.
I'm not your slave, you know. You won't find me answering doors at your beck and call. I'm a founder member of Men's Lib Me. Hello, come in. You're most welcome. Wipe your feet.
This is Geoffrey, this is Brian. Hello, Debbie. This is Geoffrey. We're empty-handed, I'm afraid. We were going to get something at the off-licence, but the first one's the wrong side of the road, so Geoffrey wouldn't stop. The second one, the man has a lump, which upsets Geoffrey, so he won't use it. The third one, there was nowhere to park. And the fourth one, which we were counting on, has been demolished. All that side's gone from the Roxy to the abattoir. You're talking too much, Veronica.
Oh, well, come and sit down. What about a drink?
Oh, thanks.
No, a drink for our guests, clothhead.
Oh, yeah. Well, what'll you have?
What have you got?
You name it.
A dry white wine.
We haven't got it. We've got beer, whiskey or gin.
And no dry white wine.
Oh, gin will be fine.
Beer, please. Come on out, Debbie.
No, you do it. I'll keep our guests amused. That is social life, you great crate egg.
Oh, come on, Debbie. I don't know how to serve drinks.
Oh, God, it's going to be difficult living with you.
Well, we never had drinks at home. My mum thinks drinks are for foreigners and for people who neglect your children.
Do you hope Debbie will be all right in this job? I mean, I'm a survivor. My unmentionable ex would have destroyed me if I hadn't been. But she's very young. I mean, I hope she won't get discouraged if she doesn't find it as easy as I do to get jobs, you know. I mean, she's pretty enough in a rather obvious way. But in our sort of work, they're looking for someone more mature and experienced, which inspires business confidence. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude to Debbie, but her best friend wouldn't say she inspired business confidence. I wish you'd say something occasionally, Geoffrey.
But I've got no small talk. Geography masters haven't.
Well, I don't mind when we're alone, because I can do the talking, but do try when we're in company, even if it's just the odd word every half hour or so. Only people sometimes worry that you may have died. Casts a pall. Oh, I'm sorry, that was nasty. Nasty, Veronica.
And whenever I do say something, I have this disastrous knack. I always seem to get this up the timing wrong.
Oh, shut up. Cheers. What have you put in this?
Gin.
And?
More gin.
You're supposed to mix things with it.
What things?
Well, mixers, you know, tonics and things.
Oh, I didn't get any tonics and things.
Look, there must be an off-licence around somewhere. Why don't I just pop out and get some tonics and things and dry white wine and things?
No, I'll go.
No, please.
He was longing to escape. He's very shy.
Well, he'll never find it.
Of course he will. He teaches geography. Look, before he comes back, is this agency thing going to work? I mean, or are we wasting our time? Well, I mean, the post office may have kept my position open.
Ours never keeps any positions open.
Well, I mean, is there any sign of work?
Oh, yeah, I got a job.
Oh, that's terrific. Oh, I'm really pleased for you. Great.
Don't be upset, Veron.
Well, who said I'm upset? I mean, why should I be upset? I said it's great. I think it's marvellous, terrific, fantastic. Don't overdo it.
No, what I mean is, if you were upset, which you aren't, don't be. Because it's not a very nice job.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, it's a nice job for some people.
Thanks.
Well, what is it anyway?
Oh, going round with a sandwich board advertising the Casablanca Club.
Oh.
I mean, you won't be seen dead doing a job like that, would you?
Meaning I'm not...
Oh, no, meaning I've no pride.
No, what I mean is...
Look, you needn't bother to explain. I'm delighted not to be a sandwich person. It's one of my life's ambitions.
Thanks.
No, I'm sorry, but I want to explain. I don't want any ill feeling. You see, the whole purpose of this evening was to prevent any ill feeling. Well, not that there ever was any, but if there was, which there wasn't, this evening was to prevent it. But what I mean about the job is this. Being a nightclub, they're looking for somebody sexy.
Oh, terrific. I love you too.
I mean somebody in a sort of more obvious, crude sort of way.
You little charmer.
I don't mean crude in a crude sort of way. I mean, oh heck, well, young, busty.
Thanks.
No, I mean busty in the sense of...
Busty.
Yes. No. Oh, heck.
Party.
Yes, exactly. No. I'm going to play with me trains. Safer. The windows and swept the floor, etc., etc., etc.
Don't keep saying that, Brian. It irritates me.
And I filed Mr. Meredith as an employer.
In alphabetical order?
No, of course not. How can you file one person in alphabetical order? Was that a joke?
In its fragile little way, yes.
I'm not very good at jokes. We never had jokes at home. My mum thinks jokes are for people who have no moral fibre and come to a sticky end.
Oh, good God. Come in. Morning. Good morning.
Lovell's the name. Jim Lovell.
Well, Mr. Lovell. Brian, carry on tabulating the expenses for the Japanese job, would you?
What job?
The Japanese job.
Oh, will do, Mr. Gaster.
Bit of a turn-up for the books. Datsun coming to a Manchester agency for the geisha girls. I'm not one to boast, but my girls are the toast of Tokyo. You'd never guess that two of them came from Chorlton Commodity. Still, that's enough of my business triumphs. Ernest Garstang, at your service.
It sounds as if what I need may be rather too small to interest you.
No. No job's too small to interest us.
I like your attitude. I was recommended to come to act today by Mr. Meredith of the Casablanca Club.
Ah, yes, indeed, a good friend.
Awful little man.
Isn't he just?
I have a motor showroom. British cars, mainly. So we're having a British week. A big, dry British campaign, you know. Pretty British girls serving British wines, British cheeses, cups of British tea, etc., etc., etc. And I need one extra girl. It's not so much a lying on bonnets job, more how about a bit of Stilton and two lumps job. But with the ability to carry off a little basic chit-chat about the old vroom-vrooms.
Ah, yes, I see. Now, so that's just one girl for 1 week. Would this be at your garage?
Showrooms.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. When will this job start?
Monday.
Right. Get me file EB3/57, please, Brian, would you?
Well, which file is that, Mr. Garstang?
This file, Mr. Lovell, contains the names of only our top girls. In fact, it's so exclusive, there are only 2 names on it.
Oh, that file.
Only 2 girls? That doesn't give me much choice.
Well, I've summed you up. I wouldn't let a man of your caliber look at any of our other files. Thank you. Right. Ah, now then. Now, this is Veronica, a lovely girl, speaks beautifully, bit of a cheese buff, advanced motorist, ex-roadie. Actually, if the good Lord had designed someone especially for your garage, your showrooms, I'm sure the result would have been Veronica. Frankly, the photograph doesn't do her justice. Ah, now, that's Debbie. She's quite an attractive girl, but less experienced. Raw. Polish father, Italian mother, doesn't speak much English. In fact, I shouldn't really say this, but the photograph flatters her a little.
A bit more obvious than Veronica. A bit cruder. More basic.
Exactly.
I'll take Debbie.
You what?
I'll take Debbie. She is available.
Oh, yes, yes.
Good. This is the address. I shall look forward to seeing her at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. Please telephone our Mr. Johnson to arrange terms.
Fine. Bye.
Now you've got 2 jobs for Debbie and none for Veronica.
Exactly. Business lesson for you there, Brian.
Yeah, you copped it up. Wouldn't it have been simpler to say, I only have 2 girls because it's my first week. One is already booked, but I think you'll find the other totally satisfactory.
No, 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 no. This is a business, not a tea party. You need subtlety, you need finesse.
Oh, no, I've a lot to learn.
And the lesson I want you to learn, Brian, is one bends before the wind, one is flexible, and one Veronica will have to do Meredith's job.
Well, it'll upset her. She's been very down since Debbie got a job and she hasn't, and a new fella never come back from the off licence.
Well, I run a business, not a social services department.
Yeah, but how will you tell her?
You ought to decide that. You're telling her.
What? Me telling her? You, etc., etc., etc.
Lager and lime and whiskey. You're not nervous of me, are you?
Well, of course I'm not. You're only a woman. I mean, no.
Well, this is nice. Thanks for inviting me out.
Well, that's all right.
Fancy the barman being called Julius.
Yeah.
I knew a Julius once. It was in Italy on a Wallace Arnold coach tour. Nothing went right for me. This Italian pinched my handbag in Rapallo. This other Italian pinched my bottom in Rimini. Julius, one too many in Venice, took a late-night stroll down the high street and drowned. 3 weeks later, I met my unmentionable ex. What a cheerful story. Oh, shut up, Veronica. What's wrong, Brian?
I've got some good news for you. Wonderful news. There's a job come up for you.
Oh, well, that is good news. What is it?
Oh, it's a marvellous job. The opportunity of a lifetime.
Fabulous. What is it?
Going round with a sandwich board advertising the Casablanca Club.
Meredith wants to.
No.
Debbie's ill?
No.
Oh.
Well, there's a job come up for her, this bloke who sells cars.
Oh, I see. I tramp the icy streets while Debbie reclines in a shiny bonnet in some warm showroom.
Oh, garage. It's a real back street job. All pools of oil and changed number plates.
Oh, I don't mind so much about the job. It's just a bit depressing realising that nobody finds me sexy.
Oh, they do. You have a different bloke every week.
Exactly. Oh.
Well, I'd find you sexy if I wasn't too young for you.
It's a nice way of saying that I'm too old for you.
Oh, you're nothing like past it.
Thanks.
What I mean was, I'm not ready for you yet. Due to being scared stiff of women, due to being a late developer, due to being emotionally retarded and fixated by railway engines, due to me mum always wanting me to be a girl. Hey, there's your Geoffrey over there.
Oh, my God. Quick, let's leave to avoid him before he sees us and leaves to avoid us.
He might just have got lost on his way to that licence.
Never. He once led an expedition across the Sahara.
Well, you've got the sun to guide you in the Sahara. You haven't in Manchester.
Oh, hell, he's seen us.
Well, hello.
Hello. Got the tonics, have you?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I got lost. You've been having a drink, have you?
No, we mistook it for a laundrette. Silly old man. Bye.
Yes, we'll see you sometime.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Meredith.
Oh. Good morning, young lady. You wouldn't think to look at this place that at night it's alive with sophistication and gaiety, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Well, it isn't. What can I do for you?
I'm your sandwich person.
Oh, good heavens, you don't look like the... Oh, dear. No. Wait a minute. You are the other girl.
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, Debbie got a job at a garage, proving that men with expensive cars get all the women.
That'll be Mr. Lovell who came here. I recommended your agency. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That's really nice. I do someone a favour, and as a result, I lose my lovely lady and get fobbed off with... Oh, an equally lovely lady.
Well, shall I just go? I mean, Debbie will be free next week.
Oh, no, no, my lovely. You'll do just fine. Just fine.
Why are you cleaning up?
Oh, well, I've had a bit of a contretemps with my cleaning ladies, truth to tell. They've taken industrial action. They're on a go dirty.
Go dirty?
Yes, well, they're leaving dirt everywhere as a protest that there was dirt everywhere. They claimed that the place was too dirty to clean, do you see? Well, I found myself having to clean it before they'd clean it. So I thought to myself, well, if I got to clean up before they clean up, I might as well clean up myself.
Well, I've got a marvellous idea. I could clean up while you go out with the sandwich boards.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. I'm not an object of sexual desire. The sight of my naked flesh isn't calculated to set businessmen slavering, do you see? Now, where did I put those boards? Only I'd like you to see them. On the front, it says, "See my back for the only nightery as good as the famous Casablanca Club." And on the back, it says, "See my front for the only nightery as good as the famous Casablanca Club." The inference being that there is no equal to the Casablanca Club, do you see?
Yes, I understood it. Who thought up that, Jem?
I did. I'm distantly related to Dylan Thomas on my mother's side. I got a literary bent.
Get it straightened out. That's really clever, that, with the boards. Ingenious.
Right, fine. Well then, if you'd like to step through to the dressing rooms, your costume awaits you. That's where I put the boards.
There we are. Still get them into top gear, Debbie. Off you go. There you are.